Skipping housework for your sister's wedding? That deserves a slap across the face. Go ahead and show up with that swollen face if you dare.
Molly, why are you doing this to me? Why am I being hit just for going to my sister's wedding?
You still don't understand your place in this house, do you?
My place? I'm your son's wife.
And your sister? You're adopted, so you're not even blood related. You're practically strangers. I might understand if it was for family, but abandoning your husband for strangers? That's nonsense.
Yes, I was adopted, but the people who raised me are my family. Why are you saying such horrible things to me? Our relationship was fine until last year. Did I do something wrong to make you angry?
Something wrong? Everything about you is wrong.
Well then, please tell me what I did. I'll try to fix it.
Ha! As if any mother-in-law would be kind to a useless daughter-in-law who can't even have children.
What? What do you mean?
Playing innocent now? How pathetic.
But I really don't understand.
Don't play dumb. I heard everything from my son. You're infertile, aren't you? How dare you deceive us?
Wait, did he tell you that?
Of course! You've been married for 3 years and haven't gotten pregnant once! Ugh, I was only being nice to you so you wouldn't run away before giving me grandchildren. What a waste of a purchase! All my efforts were for nothing!
Purchase? Is that how you see me?
What else would you be? You're just a tool for continuing our family line!
So when you were kind to me, it wasn't because you wanted to build a relationship with me as your daughter, but because you just wanted grandchildren?
Obviously! Why else would I be nice to the woman who stole my precious son?
I can't believe this. I thought I was accepted as family. I really loved you, Molly.
Well, I absolutely hated you! A useless daughter-in-law who can't have children doesn't deserve to be in this house. Ah, this feels so much better. If you're going home for the wedding, don't even bother coming back.
Fine then, I'll be going.
Have fun looking ridiculous with that swollen face.
everything. To be honest, until last year, you were so kind, and I really loved you. That's why I couldn't immediately decide on divorce, hoping you might return to your old self.
My old self was just dealing with you until you produced heirs.
But I don't need your fake love anymore. Me, saying it was my fault we couldn't have children every single day. When he was in a bad mood, he'd throw things at me or pull my hair. And then when he calmed down, the first thing he'd say was, "It's your fault for being infertile." After hitting me, he'd say, "I went too far." What ridiculous words.
He apologized, didn't he? How can you not forgive him?
Apologize? No, he never apologized. His true feelings were that I was at fault, not him. That's why before any words of apology, he'd blame me first. Anyone would want a divorce after being treated like that. But because you both used to be so kind, I couldn't give up hope. I was stupid, wasn't I? I should have run away before it got to the point of physical abuse.
You're the one at fault for running away. We won't pay any compensation. I'll tell my son not to pay either.
What are you talking about? It's not just him. I'm claiming compensation from you, too.
What? Why me too?
Well, you did slap me across the face, didn't you? While I couldn't record much of your previous harassment, I kept a diary. I have the medical certificate, and I've screenshot all our text messages as evidence. If you think you're not at fault, please bring evidence showing I'm responsible. Words alone mean nothing.
What's going on? The house is almost empty! You thief! Give everything back!
Thief? That's a serious accusation.
You took everything!
Give back? Those were my personal belongings. And wasn't this decided in our discussion? You said it would be a hassle to throw away my things, so I should come get them. That's why I took all my belongings from the house.
Nobody said you could take the furniture!
I took what belongs to me, all my personal belongings.
Wait! Personal belongings? Are you saying almost all the furniture in the house was yours?
Yes, that's right.
That's impossible!
When we were living together before marriage, we divided things up. He would provide the house, and I would provide the furniture.
You're lying!
So the items in the house are my assets that I purchased before marriage.
You can't prove that!
Since you've accused me of theft, I should mention that I still have all the receipts from when I bought the furniture.
This is ridiculous!
So there's no room for argument. The other items will be subject to division of assets, which we can discuss later.
What is this? First you file a police report, then the house is emptied out!
Well, not to brag, but I run a famous diner in this area. These days, they treat me like the neighborhood mom.
That means nothing.
I'm also active in community events, so I have a lot of connections. Well, more like I'm trusted in the community, so when there's a disturbance at our house, everyone gets concerned.
Connections won't help you.
You should learn from this and never come back. The neighbors have memorized your face now.
A police report means nothing. It's not like I'll be...